What's good, YouTube? It's Tay-Man, and today, man, we're gonna be reacting to a Shadow versus Ryuko Matoi death battle. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but as you can see, I'm a little on the bias side. I got on the Sonic shirt right now, so you already know who I'm going for. My nigga Shadow. Now, I have watched Kill la Kill, but I wasn't too familiar with it, so I'm not gonna be speaking on it like that. So we just gonna go ahead and get to this fight. I hope y'all enjoy it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And let's go ahead and get right to it.
Shadow the Hedgehog, powerhouse of chaos and rival to Sonic.
And Ryuko Matoi, the teen fighter in life fiber from Kill la Kill.
They both may be try-hard incarnate,
Like, bro, they got
the
that
chips are
girl
down,
in like
who is
these
the deadliest
hippiest
edgelord of them all.
clothes.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Wearing talking clothes.
Dr. Gerald Robotnik, grandfather to the Dr. Eggman we all know, had a problem. His granddaughter, Maria, was dying, succumbing to a neuroimmunity disease with no known cure.
But old Jerry had a plan.
Like,
when the
what
government
was that
contacted him to
disease?
build the ultimate
I
life
never
form,
knew.
he figured its DNA could cure Maria no problem. So he took the job, and by studying the infinite power of Chaos Emeralds, with some alien assistance, he made the one and only Shadow the Hedgehog. Wait, did the government commission him, or was it Hot Topic?
Better question, since when were
Hot
hedgehogs
topic.
ultimate disease-curing life forms? I mean, Gerald's prototype was a lizard, which sort
Age
of makes sense
50.
as certain reptiles have regenerative tissue, but then he went from this
The bio lizard.
to a hedgehog. Okay?
Who cares if he's a lizard, hedgehog, squirrel, or whatever, Wiz? All that matters is he's super badass looking, super badass sounding, and
Yep,
is
and
super
where's that
powered by
damn
chaos.
Chaos Emerald?
Literally.
Oh, here it is.
Shadow's powers are directly tied to those of the Miracle
Chaos
Gem's
Emerald.
Chaos Emeralds. He can tap into their power for incredible feats, similar to his Blue Blur rival. Likely for this very reason, he actually possesses many of the same abilities as Sonic.
You know, the guy who's so fast he can almost outrun a black hole?
Spin attacks, homing attacks, spin dashes, etc.
But unlike his blue buddy, Shadow's not afraid to get serious and bust out some lead. Hey Sonic, why use a spin attack when you've got a goddamn gun or a sword as big as you? Look at that thing!
He's used
Bro,
some of the
those
same
swords
power-ups
was
that
huge
Sonic's
on,
picked up, like heat barriers and magnetic lightning
what you call
shields.
it?
But he also has some unique
Shadow the
gear all
Hedgehog.
of his own.
His air shoes are way cooler than Sonic's sneakers. They can boost his speed to match Sonic's and also let him fly, kind of. He's even got some gear attached that lets him attack
Like,
at
Shadow
the speed of
animation
light.
was just by
However, all
itself.
of these abilities and equipment are mere accessories
what made him
to
stand out,
Shadow's
really.
true power, the might of chaos itself. Even without an emerald on hand, Shadow can summon similar power, manifesting attacks like Black Tornado, Chaos Blast, or the deadly Chaos Spear.
But even though they totally asked for Dark
Then
Jerry to
Sonic
make
ain't
Shadow,
had no
the
type
feds
of
got
attacks
spooked
like
and
that.
tried to shut down the project, and that's when things went bad. Like, really bad.
Pow.
Shadow was successfully sealed away, but in the crossfire, a life was lost. Maria.
Locked up and super pissed off, Shadow had plenty of time to work on his angsty poetry, and Jerry had time to give him fake memories and a need for revenge against all humanity. Wiz, you think we're ever gonna find a
Yep.
scientist who doesn't go totally bonkers?
I mean, what about me?
Okay.
Well, since Maria was Shadow's only real friend, revenge seemed like a good idea, which was a serious problem considering just how powerful he is.
He can teleport, slow down, or even stop time, and even time traveled a bit. And just like any
Like, gotta at
teenage
least
boy, he's
Shadow
got some
became, like, a
serious mood
huge
swings he
plot
doesn't like to
device.
talk about.
Which can actually affect his abilities.
People
with
didn't
negative
really, like,
emotion, his
speak on
raw
it like that,
power
but
intensifies.
Sonic knew
with
chaos
positive
moves
emotion,
because
he
of him.
gains more control. But when it comes down to
I mean,
it,
Shadow
the
did
government
get
may
super
have been right to worry.
Shadow from
Shadow
Sonic.
possesses so much power, even he can't always control it.
Chaos powers are crazy. Sonic once used all 7 of the Chaos
That's what I'm
Emeralds to
saying.
literally rebuild the Earth.
This is why Shadow wears inhibitor rings, which limit how much chaos energy he
Yeah,
can release
basically
at
them
once.
raw
when he
lead
does
weights.
remove them, what he loses in control is made up for by a massive increase in power, enough to match that of a whole Chaos Emerald. What are you looking at?
Is that, do you have a ring on your robot arm?
It was a gift?
Cool. Well, good luck with that. All the rings I've given out to people always get sent back eventually.
Golly.
Anyway, Spiky Head's so powerful,
Dark.
he teleported an entire space colony and even a giant asteroid. Plus, he's held back this huge space plant monster.
And of course, tapping into the power
That's
of
what I'm
additional
saying.
Chaos
Huge
Emeralds
plot device.
increases his power to unbelievable heights.
By doing a tango with all 7, he can turn into
Yeah,
Super
Shadow the
Shadow.
Hedgehog drip.
Now, without power rings, this form can't stick around for more than a full minute. But while he's golden, he's got super enhanced abilities, is basically
Yep.
invulnerable, and he can fly.
Base Shadow's not only survived being
Breathe in
shot out of a
space.
cannon, but he's
Without
just as
it,
tough as
he's
Sonic,
dying.
who survived the space station Death Egg exploding right in front of him. Most impressively, as Super Shadow, he and Supersonic were fired into planet Aquarius, obliterating it. This would take over a whole exaton of TNT.
So you've explained. All this happened because after
Explain.
50 years of Shadow being trapped, Eggman himself released him to conquer the world. Sonic and crew had to stop him from destroying all mankind, but really, he's so fast he'd wreck anyone's shit before they'd notice.
Shadow has dodged gunfire and destroyed enemies without being seen, but his light speed attacks are stated as being exactly that, light speed. Almost 3 million meters per second.
So Shadow's super strong and
So,
super fast. Makes sense he's a
he's-
formidable enemy to just about anyone.
Lucky
Yeah, I
for
was
our
gonna say,
heroes,
he's like
they
the
inspired
dark
Shadow to
version of
regain
Sonic,
his memories
basically.
of Maria, who actually
Evil
wanted
Sonic
him to
that's
protect
not really
humanity
evil.
instead of,
He's just edgy.
destroy it.
He may have softened up, but he'll always be the edgy hedgehog we love to hate to love.
Yep.
Understood. Initiating the mission now.
Now that part had me confused. They had him working for guns. I was like,
Thousands of
huh?
years ago, aliens that would come to be known as life fibers crashed to Earth. These parasites attached themselves to the most intelligent species they could find, humans.
And they even got humans to make them into clothes so it was easier for them to live on us. And provide viewers with gratuitous fan
Loud.
service.
Yeah. Anyway, the life fibers helped humans evolve more quickly and soon just passively survived as humanity developed. But some weren't content with such passivity.
Yep, they
like
mom.
Ryuko,
I remember
who
that.
had access to the original primordial life fiber that landed on Earth so long
I think
ago.
that's what she
And
was.
humans are gonna human, so she and her husband experimented on that sucker like nobody's business.
They attempted to infuse fibers into both of their daughters.
Yep,
their
I
first
was
daughter
right.
was too old for the experiment to
I
be
remember that
success,
at least.
And it appeared that their infant second daughter was also a failure. So Ryuko just threw her
Tossed
away.
him out.
Whoa, she threw away her baby? Kinda reminds me of how my dad just threw away our relationship.
Well, fortunately for
Dark.
this child, her father couldn't stand by Ragu's decision and rescued her, assuming the name Ishin Matoi, and raised this daughter himself. This is Ryuko.
Yeah, things were okay for a while, but it wasn't a picnic at the Matoi household. Ryuko and Ishin didn't always get along, so he shipped her off to boarding school to fight other people there instead of him. When she finally came home, she found dear old dad bleeding out, impaled by a
17.
weird-looking
Dressed
sword.
like this.
This was the first half of what would become
No,
her
sir.
signature weapon, the Scissor Blades. In Ishin's last moments, he urged Ryuko to find whoever wielded the other half of the weapon, the one who killed him.
Ryuko might not have known it, but the scissor
Yep.
blades were created by
Her
her father
sister.
out of life fibers.
They're actually one of the only weapons that can cut and destroy life fibers, which is important when your opponents are all using, life fibers.
I would say we take a shot every time we say life fiber, but you'd definitely die, Wiz. And do not try that at home. Anyway, with the quest of revenge and half a scissor blade, she started hunting down her father's killer. But she couldn't do it by herself, so she found a skimpy
Yep.
sailor suit to help her out. Yeah, here's that fan service thing I was telling you about.
This is Senketsu, a living suit made from life fibers,
Talking
also
clothes.
known as a kamui. Now, there's plenty of clothing out there made with some life fiber, but a kamui like Senketsu is unique in that it's made of 100% life fiber. And yes, I said living suit.
Wait, Ryuko! These assassins can't hear me!
Oh, that feels nice.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Not just anyone can wear
Down
Senketsu,
horrendous.
as they have to successfully bond with him for the process to work. Lucky for Ryuko, she absolutely could, in no small part thanks to the life fibers infused within her body when she was an infant.
See, Mom, you trash person, it did work. And when she and Senketsu learned how to work together, there wasn't much that could stand in their way. He's more than just a sailor outfit.
As a life fiber construct, Senketsu can absorb other life fibers to increase his own power, allowing him to transform to gain new abilities.
His Senjin form makes
Yeah,
him
that's
super
basically
spiky,
like
and his Shifu form
overpowered
turns Ryuko
compared
into a
to
badass
Black
fighting
Hedgehog.
rocket.
He's also able to combine both
Attacking
his Senjin and
Metropolis.
Shifu forms for more versatility. Admittedly, though, each of these transformations comes at a cost for Ryuko as they're fueled by Senketsu consuming her blood. This is most
Nah,
dangerous
that's a
in his
downside.
berserker form that occurs when Ryuko gets too upset and Senketsu loses control. If not stopped in time, she could die from too much blood loss.
But most impressive is when Ryuko straight up goes flying Super Saiyan and Senketsu turns into his Kisaragi form. It's way more powerful and uses even more of her blood. What's
So
the
basically
deal
everything
with
is like
Senketsu a vampire?
Well, a popular theory suggests that it's all a
recolored
metaphor
Super
for
Saiyan.
puberty. Senketsu blowing out Ryuko's
Supersonic,
blood is symbolic of menstruation,
super-
and the skimpier outfits visualize acceptance of
I forgot his
sexuality
real name already.
and adulthood, except she's a teenager who already went through puberty?
Wiz, do you have a daughter?
No.
I thought so. At least having life fiber
Wow.
DNA means she has crazy abilities on top of Senketsu's transformations, like insane super fast healing.
Basically, life fibers restore themselves so quickly that Ryuko's body starts regenerating before a blade has finished cutting through her. Unless someone is quick enough to cut through her body before this regeneration begins, she can survive almost anything.
She's been stabbed and
Yeah,
sliced
that's what I'm
tons
saying.
of
So
times,
basically, she's
including
gonna
completely in
be
half,
invincible
and even
for
had
Shadow,
her
'cause
heart
what
ripped
Shadow
out
got?
of her chest. Can we get this chick as the next guest character in Mortal Kombat? I mean, they're taking basically anybody these days, so...
Her strength
Yep.
is incredible. At one point, she had to blast a hole through a layer of life fibers surrounding the entire planet. Life fibers are stated to be harder than solid steel, so to pull this off, she must have struck with a force equivalent to over 650 exatons of TNT.
Which means she'd be able to take a hit that strong too. But with all these powers and more, Ryuko finally found her father's killer.
And completed the rending scissors.
These swords can casually cut through skyscrapers and have some super forms of their own. Decapitation
basically,
mode extends the
they
blades
just
for better slicing and
super
dicing,
sharp
while alumni
swords.
mode makes them so gigantic they
I say
eclipse the
shorts?
freaking Earth. What is
Yep, I
this
did.
show?
Next to Ryuko, one scissor blade is normally about 2.5 feet long. Scaling up, the
She's
alumni
3
mode
foot
appears to
3.
be about 1,017 times larger, weighing well over 3 million tons. If you have a pair of normal scissors at home, imagine lifting 50 billion of those all at once. That's what this is like.
She can slice through 200 tennis balls 5 times each in less than a second, which us in the scientifically community call fast as f.
Or 8,000 times faster than sound. And she rocketed into the atmosphere in less than 18
So basically,
seconds,
this
which means
is
her
just
flying speed can reach
Proving
Mach
that Shadow is gonna
500.
get hit on
Wait.
decimated, emancipation,
Why is everyone
proclamation,
naked?
precipitation,
Ryuko may not have had the
disintegration.
easiest upbringing, but after dedicating
Decapitation.
herself to revenge for so long, and yet saving the entire planet, she had become something unexpected. A hero.
Let's go! I'm gonna slice your ass in half!
Oh, it starts off with them riding
Fast hat!
motorcycles.
Who cares?
Ryuko, maybe we should.
Oh, yeah?
I'm saying she basically got Shadow ears. Just pre-firing.
Chaos control!
Obviously, I'm expecting him to get off controller quite a few more times.
Please
That's all he says.
You should anticipate him instead.
No shit, stupid!
God.
Let's get faster!
Damn, not here.
Aw, did your mommy pack that sword for you?
Careful, that hurt.
Have a little faith!
I was saying, nah, I ain't no Shadow had a sword still. Like, come on now.
Time to end this.
Behold my power!
Senket Kisaragi!
I wonder how this is gonna turn out.
Faker.
Alright, what did I tell y'all? They fighting in space. They're gonna have Shadow fall all the way to the planet once again.
Sayonara, dipshit!
Shut up!
He broke the sword.
Chaos Blast.
Bro, he disrespectful for that. Shadow was disrespectful for that. Y'all can't even lie now.
I'm the coolest.
KO! You know, we
Bro,
made fun
I
of
just
that
knew
little
they was
clothing
gonna use
Ryuko was
that.
wearing,
I'm the
but
coolest.
Shadow's been naked the whole time.
Armed with Senkets, her scissor blades, and her life fiber buffs, Ryuko was definitely a match for Shadow at first.
Yeah, with her awesome strength combined with her insane
that's
endurance,
crazy, bro.
Space Form Shadow was in
I'm
a lot
the
of trouble.
coolest.
But even then, it wasn't a surefire win for the Rocket Chick.
Outside of his super form, Shadow never withstood anything on the scale of Ryuko's hole in the
Bro,
life
that is
fibers
a
surrounding
classic,
Earth.
bro.
At her maximum power, she could have easily dealt a killing blow if she could catch him. Shadow could keep up with Sonic the Hedgehog, whose race against a black hole proves he can move over 260,000 times faster than sound. Far faster than anything Ryuko showed,
Wait, they made
and
another
more
one?
than quick enough to
I'm gonna
slice
have to
through a
react
life
to that
fiber
one, too.
before it has time to heal.
Once the red and black Hedgehog turned red and gold, Ryuko didn't really have a way to take him down. I mean, Super Shadow's Chaos powers use all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which can move pieces of the Earth around.
Considering Earth's total mass and the speed at which each piece was moved,
Yep,
this
it
would
just
require
unreal.
exerting energy equivalent to 1.6 decillion joules, which translates to
What
over
is a
2,800 zetatons of TNT.
That's a
Metaton.
ton of power.
You
A
talking
lot
about
more than
Undertale?
Ryuko's biggest hits. Even 1 Chaos Emerald is enough to match Ryuko's best. And considering Shadow can match the power of an emerald when he takes off those inhibitors, he had better odds of winning even without going super.
Ryuko put up an amazing fight, one for the ages, but Shadow's unmatched power and speed proved too much for Our Lady in black and red.
Hey, he's pretty beat up about it too. Do you know what he said when he was asked what his favorite anime is?
I like the one with the edgy girl and the scissor blade.
It's canon. No, really.
In clothing, the Hedgehog couldn't be overshadowed, and Ryuko's life fiber was snipped.
The winner is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Disappear. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell so you can know when I upload and leave recommendations down in the comment section below. I love each and every one of y'all. Hope I'll see y'all in future videos. And I'm out.